has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon. You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption. brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead. Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Masterfully executed.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places. An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome. How quickly the tide turns. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade. Eradicated. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them. In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings. Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear. A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting. Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion. A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins. The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Another abomination cleansed from our lands. A fortune waiting to be spent. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. Disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Another one falls. As victories mount, so too will resistance. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Curious is the trap-maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
To the pit. Is the weapon that cuts on its own. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. The plume and the pistol. A fitting end to my folly, and a curse upon us all. Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike. The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful. Strong drink, a game of chance, and companionship. The rush of life. A little hope, however desperate, is never without worth. Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally. Barbaric rage and unrelenting savagery make for a powerful ally.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line? Curious is the trap-maker's art, his efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Mortality clarified in a single strike. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. A death by inches. As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose. Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage. Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place. confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost. Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving. This expedition at least promises success. More bones returned to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss. There is a great horror beneath the manor. A crawling chaos that must be destroyed. The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war. Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready. Gilded icons and dogmatic rituals. For some, a tonic against the bloodshed.
Elusive, evasive, persistent.
Righteous traits for a rogue.